Hello and welcome to the show. I am back on Spintires Mudrunner today, going to be trying, well, to continue the Kalimantan, this is the best I'm going to do, sorry, trail that we failed so epically last time out. The UAZ got a long way, but this bridge, it could not pass. Now, I have gone for about the most suitable vehicle I could think of. This is the Nix Crawler. It is very bloody good. In fact, I made it this far to the bridge without needing the winch, and as you can see, it is only 3 in the afternoon. It's not even got to night yet. This is an incredibly good off-road vehicle, but it needs to be, because this is an incredibly tough trail, and from what people have said, the trail only gets harder the further we go. So, yeah. We're going to try. We're going to try and continue and not go for a crash. Now, I'm not sure the best plan of attacking this bridge. Now, we do have better weight distribution on this vehicle. We do have much better weight distribution on this vehicle. I'm kind of half tempted to attach the winch over to this side. Now, it's kind of risky, I think. I'm not going to use the winch, but I'm just going to anchor my car to that point, so if things start slipping, I can grab the winch button as well. Now, we should, fingers crossed, be good in this. This has got more suspension articulation, less weight on the top. I deliberately didn't put any extra stuff on this vehicle in the hope that we can, get onto the bridge carefully. Okay, this is where we have problems now. I'm not sure what we get stuck on. Is it? Oh, it's like that plank there in front of that right-hand side wheel. That is where we get into issues trying to negotiate. There we go. Right. Oh, no, we're going to do exactly the same thing again if we aren't careful. Never mind. Just power, 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 power. Release that. That really was a case of just go for it. There was no other ways to do that other than just floor it. So lucky. Oh, I thought we were going to fail immediately. The fact that you are now seeing this video does mean that we made it across the bridge, rather than me putting up a 3-minute video of me trying and then immediately failing. Because it is a bit of a faff getting trucks to that particular point. We can continue, we can see what else this map might have in store for us. I don't know how tricky the course is going to get later on. I don't know how difficult it is going to be, but that bridge... well, that bridge feels like by far and away the worst obstacle that we have come across so far in this trail. I mean, the mud's not great that we have to deal with, but you can just kind of plow through it. And with a vehicle this good, it's actually not that much of a problem. Hell, I can even get away with kind of running a wheel along the solid part of the course. We can run wheels along there, and that actually propels us forward relatively well. If we can just keep up a little bit of momentum, this doesn't have too many issues in the mud ploughing department. In fact, by the looks of it, we are out of the worst of the mud. We can actually put it back up into automatic mode in case there are any chances of like I say, acceleration. It doesn't really look like we are going to. And we have to be careful with the fuel load in this. I'm also doing quite a dumb thing here. I say I'm doing a dumb thing here. We are not running in the road proper because I'm trying to avoid the mud if I can to keep up an amount of speed. I should also point out I have not put this on hardcore mode like I did last time. The reason being simply is if it gets to night, I want to be able to skip the night so that we can see what the hell we are doing. I like the other things, the other parts of hardcore mode, but I do want to be able to skip the night and, yeah, see where I'm going. That certainly didn't help with the bridge crossing. That's a horrible little bit of terrain, but again, we've got the we've got the vehicle to tackle all of this. Still plonk the wheels on the firm, one side of the wheels on the firm ground. Again, this has got the suspension to deal with having one side, you know, perhaps higher elevations, silly elevations, and whatnot. Okay, this doesn't look too much fun, what we are coming up to here. We've got to recross the river. I think down... is it that way? We had the fuel station? Oh, okay, well, kind of. No, actually, no. Completely different river. Ignore all of that. We've got to... yeah, so we passed this. We kind of crossed this river. I guess, theoretically, you could, if you had a vehicle with enough ground clearance, ignore this path entirely and go play in the river. But I don't know how deep the river is, so it's probably not a good idea for me to do such things with this. Now we're just into the slow to terrible progress. Like, we can make progress here. We are making progress. We just can't make progress very fast. I don't really want to go to the right-hand side because that is very steep and that will cause us to have a roll. But if we go to the left-hand side, again, get that wheel on the solid ground. We have got the drive, the power to move ourselves forward. We're going to be going up and down a lot now. Yeah, looks like we're going to be doing a lot of climbing in and out of muddy puddles with this. This is the perfect vehicle for climbing in and out of muddy puddles. However, that is what we're going to be doing. It's a fairly steep climb out the other side as well. Let's go stick it back into first gear. Whoa, that's a very sudden drop down through there. We're not quite getting soggy in this. We've just about got the ground clearance to not be getting horribly soggy. Also, the vehicle, while we can't show it, I can't show it at this particular point on the map, when you can get it up to the higher gears, actually pretty that fast. It's surprisingly... Not that anything in this game goes very fast in a straight line. It's not supposed to. That's not the purpose of this game. However, when you can get it to somewhere where you can open the taps a little bit, this thing is mighty fast. And with a little bit of care up this hill, yeah, it's going to climb that with ease. We're going to climb that with... it just doesn't care. It's not doing it massively fast, but it really doesn't care. There's no cares are given at all over this terrain. I think the more challenging bit is going to be the wonky cambers. That's going to be the things that will trip this truck up. Not the mud, not the steep descents. I think we've got the ground clearance, and we haven't got big overhangs at the front to get caught on anything. Oh, a little bit of speed down there, doesn't really matter. Yeah, we haven't got big overhangs to get caught on anything. Yeah, this is designed to deal with the crazy terrain, designed to deal with the muddy terrain, so we should be good on the most part to get through this stuff. It's how we end up screwing it when it comes to dealing with horrendous cambers. This is a steep hill that we are heading towards as well. More muddy puddles to fight, so we'll try and put our wheels somewhere where we can gain some traction. Oh, dangerous water level slightly. I mean, the passenger will be getting a wet bottom, but as the driver, I would be okay. It's another hill to climb. Fortunately, cannot get the camera to kind of look up. It's a little bit of guesswork. I could go to first person, but there are so many trees around here that it's very difficult to see what the hell is going on. So we're going to stick with this for now. It's kind of... Either camera angle is difficult to see stuff out of. Yeah, this is the view you get from first person. I'm not looking forward to the... Oh, I thought that's actually... So from first person, this looks like it's a terrifying drop. Just looks like we're going straight down, but there's kind of a lip that we go to first before then going straight down. I say go straight down. We're heading down towards another muddy puddle for this. How are we doing in terms of... Oh, we've got to get around that corner. Then we're off over this way. We can... Oh, no, we can't take a shortcut there. Bugger. I mean, maybe you could if you were really brave. Ooh, that looks like a horrible puddle. Over there. It looks like a real horrible... I say a horrible puddle. It's a giant puddle for us to deal with. Maybe not play it too risky with the rolling over stuff. While this was tougher to roll than the UAZ, I think it still can. It still balls it up entirely here. And slowly does it, little bit slowly does it. Oh, brake. There we go. Oh, this isn't great news. A little bit of damage on the engine. Wasn't expecting the puddle to be that deep. I mean, I knew it was going to be a deep puddle, but I wasn't quite prepared for it to be drowned. Now I have got soggy. Now the driver will have got soggy inside the crawler there. It's not ideal. 8 damage though, when you got 1,000 points of damage for the truck. I can live with that. I can perfectly live with that. Still, we continue to plod along quite nicely, quite comfortably, using the solid dirt over here. We're just going to ignore the trail, bugger it. Who needs the trail when we can forge our own? We've got the power, we've got the traction, we've got the grip, etc. to make that work. Ooh, what's that we are coming up against? Uh-oh. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Double bugger. triple bugger. It's not about to go, well, not about to be a huge amount of fun because we've got to cross the... I would actually rather cross the river itself, I think. Quite frankly, I would rather cross the river than cross the wonky-as bridge. Ooh! That's also not terrain. That is also not terrain that I thought it was. Oh. I'm so glad I wasn't being cocky and going fast. I didn't realise this was a bridge. I thought this was just a solid bit of terrain, and this part here was a slight... I thought this was rocks that we had to climb over. Wasn't aware of the drop-off there. Okay, handbrake for a second. Let's have a look. So, our kind of choices are either... Okay, either we cross the bridge... We can go further down, though. We can go further down and cross the river. The bridge doesn't look as bad as the other one. There is a tree sticking out of it. In fact, there are a couple of trees sticking out. You know what? I'm not going to even bother contemplating fighting the bridge. It's just not worth it, because I know we're going to fall off of that and roll. If we get stuck in the water, we can rescue the vehicle. Yeah, I say we get stuck in the water. If we get into trouble in the water, we can potentially winch it out if we get stuck and so on. But if we roll, we are done for regardless. Now, we have seen what happened last time with the front end getting stuck in the water. So we're going to try and inch it forward. Oh, I say inch it forward. We're going to fly into the river, try and keep the nose up. Didn't plan on dropping it in that fast, but we're out the other side. We are going to be out the other side, and we've got the power here to pull it out, get that wheel onto the solid ground, and there we go. Much nicer way of doing things rather than faffing around with the bridge, I think you will find. much prefer that as an alternative. Much prefer that as an alternative. Ooh, is that some solid ground as well? Have we got out of the muddy phase of the journey? Looks like we might have done. Looks like we can now get onto some solid terrain. Now, I'm not worrying about skipping the night at the moment. I mean, if I don't have to, I'm not going to, because it does use fuel. Although that being said, I mean, you look like a fuel depot. You like fuel depot buildings, but there is no mark for a fuel, so that's a shame. Let us continue. Let us continue. I don't know what gear I want this. I will put it in auto for now to be a little bit careful. Yeah, if I drive quickly, this will burn through its fuel very, very fast. So yeah, it's kind of an open space. Ooh. Hold on a minute. We can take a shortcut here. We don't need to loop all that way around over there. We don't need to loop all over in that direction. We can cut through here, get to the fuel station, and then head onwards. We'll head down that... Oh, wait, hold on. We can cut across into there. I'm just trying to figure out where we can go from there. So yeah, if we head down here to the fuel station, we can then rejoin the path maybe there? Ah, no, wait, I think that's just a loop to make the map able to be like an official map. There's a log station, a log kiosk and so on, so you'd get there and then that just loops itself back around to this fuel yard. However, as far as... Ah, no, wait, can we make our way out over here, maybe? Back onto the main trail? Okay, I'm going to try to figure out where the hell I'm going here. Right, so... Where we are now, if we follow this path around, we follow it around here, over this way, down this road. Yeah, so it kind of loops its way around here, is up over in that direction, is then down and around here, and then we end up at the lumber mill. So yeah, we've got to kind of get to the lumber mill anyway. Right, let's go and head towards the lumber mill. We'll take the shortcut, I guess. Oh, oh, yeah. We'd got out of the mud. We had just got out of the mud, and now we're going to go back into it again, aren't we? Of course we are. Well, we've been dealing with it okay so far. It's not like we've had massive problems in dealing with the mud. Although I've got to be worried. I say got to be worried. Got to be careful with these crests and hills and so on. With me playing silly games on the inside of the paths, trying to get up some speed, that we don't tumble over again. We should be fine though. It looks like we're okay. Oops, sudden growing mud. That's a concern. You don't want that on your road. Just sudden giant blobs of mud appearing. Come on, crawler. This should be easy. Should be easy compared to some of the bits of terrain you've already had to deal with today. Use that solid bit of ground to pull you along. That looks like an actual open plains almost. It's like the most open area we have seen today. It's going to be a little bit of a drop to get down to it, but we can straighten the vehicle up. It can run down here fine. We're not going to damage anything in doing all of that. And solid ground? Oh, yeah, solid ground here, but where do we want to go? Now if we head down this route here, we get stuck. You can't go over there. Well, I guess our kind of finish line is going to be that garage. So we'll try and actually work our way backwards from the garage then. Work our way backwards from the garage. You can loop around here. There's a bridge there. You end up having to play with the water there, do we? Yeah, yes we will. We have to play with the water there, so you'll come along here. So we need to get to... Oh god, a little bit difficult to use this map sometimes. You need to get to this point along here. To do that... Okay, basically, going that route there doesn't help anybody. I think we've got to head along, so down to this puddle and then back up the other side. Yeah, so down to the puddle, then up this hill and then round. And then I think that gets us on the path to victory. Or gets us horribly stuck. I mean, it could go either way. Oh, don't quite want reverse. We can stick it in automatic. We're on a more sensible bit of terrain here. That being said, this is probably when I will roll the truck. Come on, find a gear. There we go. Look at the giddy speeds that you can do with this thing. Yeah, it can be quick when it needs to be, when it wants to be, when you have the terrain for it. We might as well fill up with fuel while we're here. Not that we've used very much at all getting to that station. Right, so we need to find the path that was on the way in here. Spin you round. Should turn off the diff lock, shouldn't I, here? In fact, we can probably turn off the all-wheel drive for a second, again, to save us some fuel. Oh, come on then. Here we go. It will eventually find some grip. So somewhere along this way in, there is actually better idea. Let's turn the engine off. Let's skip the night. Yes, skip the night. Start the engine up again, and refill the truck. So we now have lovely visibility. That seems like a sensible plan. Not the most sensible thing I've done in this series so far, but a sensible plan nevertheless. Okay, so is this the route that we need to take here? Yeah, right, we'll follow this road, although I have to say the sort of hazy morning here I think is worse than dealing with nighttime, quite frankly. Yeah, this is very horrible. Hazy morning, if you could bugger off please, that would be great, because it's really difficult to actually see what the hell is going on at this moment in time. Right, let's go and do that. Ooh, carefully though. Very, very carefully. Let's get diff locks on. Ooh. See, these are the sort of terrain that the crawler has issues with. Oh, bugger me. Grab a reverse. Can we get out of here, please, before we roll over? Oh. That's the sort of stuff we've got to be really, really careful with. Now, this is better than the UAZ. I'm pretty sure the UAZ would have fallen over if I'd been doing that with it. This is where we've got to be very, very, very wise, and that's not a thing that I'm normally very good at on this game. Oh, there's a tree there to bump into. We want to kind of steer... I want to kind of keep it as high up here as I can. Oh... I think we might be over the worst of this now. We can kind of just let it roll a little bit down the hill, and then we can go forward and we can get out of there. That's a horrible corner. I think I might just about have the suspension to get away with that, to not have rolled through there, but I wanted to be very careful. Indeed. It's just a steep hill to worry about. We've got the torque, we're in the right gears, we can just kind of plough our way up here. No horrible cambers to worry about. In fact, we can use a little bit of speed almost. I could probably put it in a higher gear. No need in risking, because it'll suddenly change gear, get a burst of speed, jerk forward and fly into the scenery. That's generally how things go. Alright, handbrake time. Where are we? Oh yeah, so we've got to go through this puddle and then take a left, essentially. Puddle and then left. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Hopefully... Whoa. Little bit too much in terms of the speed. Also, thanks to people suggesting about like holding the handbrake down. It kind of slows you and you can still steer. It does kind of work. certainly in some scenarios. Oh, this is very, very deep water here. Come on, truck. Come on, truck. Oh, bugger me. We're going to have to try and winch you out of here. Quick, 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 quick. I don't want to use the winch, but this is an emergency. This is an emergency. Pull, pull. Oh, bugger. I love how my guy's also gone to sleep. Dude, your truck is sinking. Wake up. Closing your eyes will not help you get out of this mess that we are currently in. Okay, I'd just like to point that out. Thankfully, the trees... Oh, we are using the trees to pull ourselves along. Oh, there we go. Now he's woken up. We're out of immediate danger. Quick, we're awake now. It's fine. Everything is good. Everything is kind of good. We should have the power to get out of this. Oh, use the trees, use the trees, use the trees. That was really not fun. We basically made a submarine out of our crawler. Somehow we only took a little bit of damage in all of that. Okay, that was a lot deeper puddle than I was expecting. That was a hell of a lot deeper puddle than I was expecting. If I'd known... I actually don't know what I could have done too much better, but if I had known, we would have tried something different at least, rather than just plough into the puddle. We would have kind of inched our way along the edge, I guess. We've learnt for future, and for anyone who might go and try this map after watching this video, you've learnt for future reference, that's a really bloody deep puddle. I need a snorkel on this engine. A long, long snorkel on the engine, quite frankly. Because, yeah, the entire thing. We've also grown a tree out of the fuel tank, but... oh, it's gone. Never mind. Ignore the tree fuel tank. Right, I guess we just follow this road around for a little bit longer. God, that puddle was horrible. Ooh, carefully does it. Oh, we were enjoying the brief moment of not mud. And now we're going to go back to the inch our way along the mud, because there's no other option for us. That was the wrong side to go, I think, to get speed, so we'll inch along this side instead. We had to use a couple of winches just to get us out, just to save the truck, in fact, because that was a long way under the water and in very deep mud. I don't know whether it could have driven or not, but didn't want to risk any more damage to the engine, and I didn't really set out any goals for number of winches to be used in this particular scenario. This was kind of more just to explore the map. Come on, vehicle. We can make it. We can make it a little further at least before we have to panic and get off with that side of the road. I already panicked to avoid the tree. Oh. We kind of fell/steered a little bit more to the left there than I was expecting. Are we still heading in the right direction? Yes. Oh, no. There's another puddle to deal with. There is another puddle to deal with down there. That's not going to be enjoyable. That is not going to be enjoyable whatsoever, but we'll have to tackle it. Don't have much other choice here. Now, is that where there's like, looks like there might be a potential sneaky shortcut? A potential sneaky shortcut that dunks us straight into a big old lake that we're probably not supposed to go through. Maybe let's not try the potential sneaky shortcut. That just seems like a recipe for utter disaster. So let's avoid that one. It's such an easy way to get stuck. While admittedly a lot of this level is an awful lot of trees, an awful lot of mud, and this is perhaps one of the best vehicles I've ever driven for getting you out of stuck. Still don't want to get into stuck in the first place. Now, this is a very big drop. I know I can get out the other side, but this is a really big drop into a lot of water. A lot of water here. Whether it's going to... whether it's going to drown us or not, I'm not sure. That's an almost vertical drop. Oh, it is going to drown us. Brakes, get that back end down. Okay, a little bit of damage to the front bash bar, but we can live with that. It wasn't too deep a water. Oh, okay, we're fine. We are fine. That's another nasty drop. That is a nasty drop indeed. Oh, look at this. A little bit of solid dirt as well for us to go and cling to and get some of that all-important drive as we go up another hill, followed by another very, very steep drop. This is a very steep drop followed by a corner. Okay, this is going to be the last obstacle today, so either we fail on this and it's game over, or we're going to end the episode here. I think we can probably make this descent. Doesn't look like it's the worst thing we've tackled so far on this course. There we go. Use that banking, actually. Hugging the left-hand side was a good idea there. Kind of use the banking to balance everything out. We'll plonk down into the mud, and we will make the corner. No problems whatsoever. for the crawler. Looks like we're coming up towards I was going to say a bridge, it's not really, it's got a bit of dirt in between a couple of puddles. Ah, well, we will traverse that part and everything will be... we'll traverse that part. We will park on this particular part of the level. Well, the crawler has not disappointed so far. We negotiated the bridge with a lot of panic, but we did negotiate the bridge. We nearly drowned. However, the submarine mode of the crawler was pretty damn effective. We've clonked the front end a couple of times on various obstacles, mostly to do with the puddles that we've been clonking the front of the truck. Those have been quite nasty descents, but we've been able to get out fast enough so that we've only got minor damage on the vehicle. And now we find ourselves... It's very pretty indeed, this this level. We find ourselves considerably further along the route. Although we've got a long old way to go. Where the hell are we going? I don't even know where we're going over here now. Utterly lost. I think we're scooting our way somewhere. Scooting our way around here. Oh god, we have to cross. It looks like we have to cross the main river. That might not be fun. That'll be a test for. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to leave that as a test for next. I was going to end the video there. However, I think there is a very good possibility we might drown. So we'll get to the fuel station. We'll get to the fuel station. That's where we'll end the video. Because that might be this thing's undoing. It might not have the clearance to get through the water. Now, admittedly, the trucks that normally would have the clearance to get through the water, I don't think are small enough to fit through this level. So here is hoping that we might stand a half chance, at least, of making it through the water. Ooh, okay. We're going to have to go down another drop straight into a puddle. Oh, I hate these. Why have we got so many of these? Right, and drive, brakes. Come on. Okay, fine. We're just got a winch. How the hell are we going to get out of this one? Come on, truck. What is it with these bloody puddles? I can't get it out of here. We're just going to try and winch the truck. It might winch it sideways. It might end up rolling it, but it's going to be better than our other alternatives. Get to that tree there. Quick. No, it's going to be stalled in that. Bugger. I can't even... I might be able to rescue this one if we can just release the winch. We need to get winch, that way. I clicked on the tree, click on the tree better. Now pull, grab reverse, pull the truck out of... Okay, these are the worst bits for this truck. I know the water is damaging the truck. We are halfway through the damage for the vehicle. Okay, right, we're panicked and actually I think we might be now good to go forward. Because now we can hopefully get the front end up. If we can get the front end to connect to something. Yeah. Can I... Oh, why are you not letting... because they're underwater. Okay, no, that's good. That's what we want. Can we attach the winch over there? Now, and then pull. Go. Get that front up. Get the front up. Oh... Okay, that has done a lot of hurt to the truck. My god, this is not a fun bit of terrain. Yeah. Okay, I need to have a better system for dealing with those. I need to have a better system for dealing with those. We should have the drive to climb out of that. Yeah, we do. Right, that's done a lot of damage to the truck. Oh. Okay, I'm kind of glad we didn't end the episode quite where I was initially intending on, because that very nearly killed us. Thankfully, the engine did actually stall, but it wasn't stuck underwater. We managed to yank the truck free enough to get it started again so that we could pull the vehicle out. Oh god, not another sudden drop. Ugh. Okay, it's a sudden drop, but we haven't got any water at the bottom to deal with, so we should be good to just kind of plough our way through the mud here. Ooh, careful now. Okay, it's a little bit narrow for a vehicle to be getting through here. But, again, we've got basically the ultimate vehicle for this sort of terrain. The ideal vehicle for tackling. This has got very nasty very, very quickly here. Everything was going so smoothly, and then all of a sudden, we've had horrendous puddle, or 2 horrendous puddles, and nearly drowned ourselves. A very narrow gorge, but we are good to get through there, and now we have a river. How the hell am I supposed to cross this? I mean, this does look like here is not too deep. Here does not look too bad. If we can... Okay, we're going to have to kind of stick with the rocks as best I can. Try and follow the riverbed. Ugh. No, we're good, actually. This isn't as deep as it could have been, and as deep as a lot of the places have been. We will inch our way across. I've kind of slightly missed the fuel depot, but it doesn't really matter too much. We will climb out here. Eventually we will climb out here. There we go. Then we can run along the bank to the fuel depot. We've made it! We have made it across the river. Made it across the river. We made it through very, very near death. There was a few too many near-death experiences in this. However, we're further. We're actually not that far away. Well, I say that. We're not that far away from making it to the end. That was horrible down there. Was there a way to go around that? Oh no, okay, oh, no, 'cause yeah, that was where the bridge was. That bit there is a horrible, horrible part that I don't think you can avoid. However, we've got to... Oh, bugger me, there's another puddle. Well, we will deal with that next time. Maybe. That's going to be it for this video. I shall link the mods used in the description so you can download them, have a go with them yourself. This is an incredible, incredible trail that we are going down. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.